A lot of people was wondering what the hell is going on with the Cleveland Browns. Now, I am about to tell you guys what sources has been saying, what people in the media is saying that is currently going on with the Cleveland Browns, and it's just hell freezing over for them. I don't believe Kevin Stefanski is going to be the coach next year. I believe Andrew Berry's definitely going to be there. I don't believe Kevin Stefanski is going to be coaching the Browns next year. Kevin Stefanski is pretty much throwing up the big middle fingers to the Browns organization and the Browns coach.
Offensively, it's just terrible, and they're wasting everything defensively. And what will happen here, because I don't know if they're going to get it fixed. I don't think they're going to get anything fixed offensively. You could put in Dylan Gabriel, or you could put in Shedeur for a different pace, flavor, seasoning.
One of the wildest quarterback dramas the NFL has seen in years is unfolding right now in Cleveland, and it's turning into pure chaos. The Browns are once again drowning in quarterback confusion, and this time, it's threatening to blow the entire franchise apart. After letting Kenny Pickett walk, the spotlight immediately shifted to Shedeur Sanders, the young star who might be next to Bolt. Whispers around the league are getting louder, claiming the Cincinnati Bengals are preparing to throw down a shocking $30 million offer for Sanders. No bonuses, no gimmicks, just cold, hard cash. Why? Because Joe Burrow's health issues have the Bengals desperate, and desperation makes teams do crazy things. This isn't just a deal, it's a declaration. Cleveland's quarterback room is hanging by a thread, and now they're facing the nightmare scenario of losing their brightest talent to a division rival. Imagine the headlines if Shedeur lands in Cincinnati. The Browns lose their future to the Bengals. It'd be the ultimate betrayal, and it's got Cleveland fans on edge. Inside the Browns locker room, chaos is brewing. Kevin Stefanski looks completely lost out there, like a man searching for a playbook that stopped working months ago. His offense is collapsing week after week, and opposing defenses look like they've cracked the Browns' code. The frustration is visible on the sidelines, players arguing, fans booing, and no one knowing who to blame anymore. After 8 straight losses dating back to last season, the energy in Cleveland is toxic. The fans have gone from hopeful to hopeless, watching their team crumble under the weight of its own confusion. And even if Shedeur takes over as starter, the pressure on his shoulders could crush him before he even gets a fair shot. The system is broken, chemistry is dead, and faith is slipping away fast. But here's the real twist. This isn't just talk anymore. Mirror Sports USA just confirmed that the Bengals are officially scouting quarterbacks, and guess who sits comfortably in their top 5 targets? Shedeur Sanders himself. That's not just interesting, that's explosive. If this move goes down, it could flip the entire AFC North upside down overnight. Cincinnati's camp is buzzing, tensions are sky high, and after Joe Flacco's weak performances in the first 2 games, the Bengals are itching for change. Meanwhile, the Browns are holding on by a single thread, one that's fraying faster every week. Right now, Cleveland looks desperate, Cincinnati looks hungry, and Shedeur Sanders holds all the cards. The next move he makes could reshape the division forever. That $30 million zero bonus offer isn't just a rumor anymore. It's a message, loud and clear. And word around the league says Shedeur Sanders has stopped hesitating. He's seriously considering making the biggest gamble of his young career, leaving Cleveland to join the Cincinnati Bengals. That move alone could define his entire legacy. The reaction in Cincinnati? Straight madness. Bengals fans are flooding every corner of social media, chanting that Shedeur could be the next spark to bring the jungle back to life. They see that same icy confidence, that same fearless swagger that made Joe Burrow a superstar. And they're convinced Shedeur's got that same magic touch. Now that fan excitement has turned into full-blown pressure on the Bengals front office. With Burrow's health still up in the air, supporters aren't whispering anymore. They're demanding action. They want this deal done, and they want it now. The city's buzzing like it's playoff week, and the front office can feel the heat rising from the stands. But here's where it starts to get wild. Insiders say Shedeur isn't just on the Bengals' radar anymore. He's at the top of their list. Front office executives are reportedly weighing how fast they can make it official, and the word is they might not wait long. With fans screaming for a new hero and Burrow's condition shaky, Cincinnati's entire future might hang on this one phone call. This isn't just another trade rumor. This could turn into one of the craziest quarterback sagas the NFL has seen all season. Every insider's watching, every reporter's guessing, and the tension's building like a movie plot that's about to explode. Even Stephen A. Smith has jumped into the chaos, and you know when he talks, the whole football world listens. He's flat out said that Shedeur joining the Bengals makes perfect sense, given Burrow's constant injuries. According to Stephen A., even if Sanders starts as an insurance plan, his confidence, skill, and drive will make him the new face of Cincinnati football. And just like that, Shedeur's name went from buzz to headline material overnight. Stephen A's endorsement poured gasoline on a fire that was already raging, and now Sanders' popularity is skyrocketing to new levels. Everyone's watching to see what happens next, because after the latest update on Joe Burrow's injury, insiders confirm the Bengals are actively searching for another quarterback, and Shedeur Sanders is sitting right at the top of that wish list.
All right, so as you guys can see, the Bengals calling around to potentially add another quarterback for depth after Joe Burrow's injury update. Bengal fans are definitely calling for Shedeur Sanders. One person says, F it, Bengals should go and get Shedeur Sanders. Can we get Shedeur Sanders?
Bengals fans aren't just talking anymore. They're demanding Shedeur Sanders. Social media is on fire with posts shouting things like, get Shedeur to Cincinnati now. And he's the one, don't let Cleveland ruin him. The mood has shifted. He's no longer being seen as a backup or a short-term experiment. Fans are calling him the Bengals' future, the one player who could ignite a brand new era of dominance in Cincinnati. This isn't just fan hype anymore. Analysts across the league are backing it up. Commentators, insiders, and even rival scouts are starting to echo the same belief. Shedeur Sanders might be the perfect fit for Cincinnati's system, especially with Joe Burrow's health hanging by a thread. When experts across ESPN, Fox Sports, and social media all start saying the same thing, you know something big is brewing. And then, the story hit a whole new level when Cam Newton decided to speak up. The former NFL MVP broke his silence and compared Shedeur's rise to legendary stories like Dak Prescott and Tom Brady, two underdogs who seized their moment and never looked back. Cam's exact words hit deep. It's the underdog stories that give football its magic. Shedeur's got that same mold, the talent, the grind, the hunger. It's all there. That's the kind of statement that sends chills through locker rooms. When a former MVP like Cam stamps his approval, it turns rumors into momentum. Fans already believed, but now they feel validated. The energy around Shedeur's potential move to Cincinnati is growing by the minute. You can feel it online, in bars, and even outside Paycor Stadium. Some fans are saying he's got that same fire Joe Burrow had when he first stormed into the league. That fearless confidence, that refusal to lose, that quiet belief that he's built for this moment. They're calling him the next big name in the AFC North, ready to carve out his own legacy against rivals like Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson. But not everyone's celebrating. Behind all the hype, a few voices in the stands, and even some inside the Browns organization, are furious. They're calling the situation a betrayal, saying Cleveland should have protected Shedeur before it ever got this far. And now, as the noise keeps getting louder, the Browns might be realizing they've already lost control of their own future. Back in Cleveland, the fan base is split right down the middle, and the tension is ugly. Some Browns supporters are saying, let him go. They're convinced that Kevin Stefanski's broken system isn't helping Shedeur Sanders grow. It's holding him hostage. They're calling it toxic, claiming a young quarterback with that kind of potential doesn't belong in a locker room that's falling apart from the inside. For weeks, the whispers turned into outrage. And now even Kevin Stefanski himself has been forced to break his silence. When asked directly about the trade rumors, he dropped one of the most telling lines of his entire career. Sometimes teams can't hold on to every player. That one sentence said everything, and fans knew it. That was the moment people realized Shedeur might be just one step away from walking out of Cleveland for good. Behind the scenes, this situation has turned into a full-blown standoff. The Browns front office is digging in, refusing to let go of their young star without a fight. Reports say they're making it crystal clear. Shedeur Sanders will not be given up easily. No matter how loud the fans shout, no matter how much pressure builds from analysts, insiders, or even rival teams, they're trying to show strength in the middle of total chaos. But everyone knows what's really happening. Inside the building, deep down, the organization fears the unthinkable. Because if Shedeur walks, Cleveland's entire foundation could collapse. Losing him wouldn't just wreck their offense. It could destroy the Browns' future altogether. The chemistry is fragile, the locker room is split, and their confidence is hanging by a thread. Every single decision from here on out feels like it could make or break the franchise. One wrong move, and this team could slide right back into the dark hole it spent decades trying to climb out of. The fans can feel it, that nervous, restless energy, like something massive is about to happen. Social media is in meltdown mode, reporters are circling, and the team can't hide behind press statements anymore. The Browns front office is under siege, from their own fans, from the media, and from rival teams circling like sharks. And waiting just across the state line are the Cincinnati Bengals. They're not just watching, they're ready to strike. That $30 million offer is sitting on the table, clean and simple, and they're prepared to pull the trigger the moment Cleveland slips. Now it's a race against time. Can the Browns convince Shedeur to stay, or are they about to lose the one player who could have changed everything? Insiders are saying it loud and clear. The Bengals won't take no for an answer. The moment Shedeur Sanders puts on that black and orange, Cincinnati fans believe everything changes. They're calling him the missing piece, the playoff spark, even the next dynasty starter. Social media is exploding with edits, mock-ups, and fan-made graphics of Shedeur and Bengals gear. The city is ready to crown him their new king before he's even signed the deal. Meanwhile, over in Cleveland, the energy couldn't be more different. Desperate, divided, and downright tense. The Browns' front office and Kevin Stefanski are digging in their heels, insisting they won't back down no matter what Cincinnati throws their way. But deep down, everyone knows when millions of dollars and a team's entire future are on the line, confidence can crumble fast. This is it for Shedeur Sanders, the defining moment of his young career. Does he take that massive Bengals offer and light the fuse for a new dynasty? Or does he stay trapped in Cleveland, risking his prime years inside a system that's holding him back? The clock's ticking, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the league is watching every move he makes. Each passing second feels heavier than the last. Will this become the biggest quarterback trade of the season, stealing headlines across the NFL? Or will the Browns somehow find a way to hold on to their rising star before it's too late? Sources close to both organizations say the situation has turned into a full-blown standoff. Behind closed doors, both teams are plotting their next moves. One ready to gamble everything on a breakout star, the other scrambling to save what's left of its future. Every new insider leak sets off another wave of speculation, another round of drama, and the atmosphere around this story is electric. Like everyone knows something explosive is about to drop. And now, things are getting personal in Cleveland's camp. Reports claim several players are starting to question whether the front office is being honest about Shedeur's situation. Some even believe the organization cares more about protecting its image than building a winning team. That kind of talk is dangerous. It spreads fast, it stirs resentment, and it fractures locker rooms from the inside. You can already see the cracks forming, teammates whispering, coaches dodging questions, and fans choosing sides. What started as trade rumors has turned into something way bigger, a power struggle that could reshape two franchises and send shockwaves through the entire AFC North. The Bengals aren't playing around anymore. They're playing chess, not checkers. Behind their calm, public silence, insiders say negotiations are heating up fast. Reports claim that talks between Shedeur Sanders' camp and Cincinnati's front office have intensified in the past 48 hours. They're not just interested, they're strategizing. The Bengals staff reportedly believes that even if Shedeur starts out as a backup, his presence could completely transform their offense. The plan is simple. If Joe Burrow's injury keeps lingering longer than expected, Sanders steps in, not just as a placeholder, but as a game changer. They see him as the kind of quarterback who can step on the field, take control, and dominate from day one.
Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, Tom Brady. My point is this.
Right, they all came up for injury.
They all came off of somebody else getting injured, right? Jake Browning, it's your time, bro.
Kurt Warner.
I mean, we've seen this time and time again, and we would like to support, and we love underdog stories, and this is no different. And we see it each and every year in this particular season, or in this particular situation, we're seeing it in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has always had a soft spot for underdog stories. It's in their DNA, and right now, they're watching one unfold in real time. Fans are eating it up online, posting highlight edits, predicting playoff runs, and flooding Twitter with hashtags like Shedeur to Cincy and New Era in the jungle. You can feel the excitement from miles away. But in Cleveland, it's full-blown panic mode. Browns fans are begging the organization to keep Sanders at all costs, terrified that losing him means losing the future of the franchise. The entire AFC North feels like it's holding its breath, waiting for one single announcement that could flip the entire division upside down. Meanwhile, Bengals fans are already celebrating as if the deal's done. Bars in downtown Cincinnati are buzzing with chants of, "Welcome to the jungle," and the hype has reached a fever pitch. But here's the craziest part. Through all the chaos, Shedeur Sanders has said absolutely nothing. No interviews, no cryptic posts, no official statement, just silence. And that silence, it's louder than any press conference could ever be. Every hour that passes without a word only fuels more speculation. Fans are convinced that the move to Cincinnati is basically a done deal. The online theories are spinning out of control, and Shedeur's own actions just made things even wilder. According to fresh reports, Sanders has started scrubbing his social media, changing his profile picture, unfollowing several Browns accounts, and quietly deleting posts that showed him in Cleveland gear. That alone sent the internet into meltdown. Fans immediately took it as the first real sign that something major is happening behind the scenes. Inside the Browns facility, people are trying to stay calm, but everyone knows something's off. Coaches are walking on eggshells, teammates are dodging questions, and the locker room feels like it's sitting on a live wire. During his most recent press conference, Kevin Stefanski looked tense, too tense. When asked directly about Shedeur's future with the team, his response was short, awkward, and clearly forced. The message was obvious. Nobody in Cleveland knows what's about to happen next. And that's what makes this story so explosive. Silence, secrecy, and suspense. Every minute that passes without clarity adds another layer of chaos to what's already becoming the most unpredictable quarterback saga of the entire NFL season. When reporters pressed Kevin Stefanski about Shedeur Sanders' situation, his answer froze the entire room. He simply said, "We're focused on the team we have right now." That was it. No reassurance, no denial, just cold ambiguity that made everyone even more suspicious. That kind of vague response only fueled the fire, and now the rumors are spiraling out of control. While Cleveland fans sat in silence, Cincinnati was already throwing a full-blown celebration. Social media turned into draft night madness. Bengals fans posting non-stop mock-ups of Shedeur in that bright orange jersey, photoshopped side by side with Joe Burrow like they're the league's next unstoppable duo. Hashtags like hashtag Shedeur to the jungle and hashtag welcome to Cincy are everywhere, trending across platforms as if the deal's already done. And insiders aren't helping calm the storm either. Reports say the agreement might already be in motion behind the scenes. The excitement is moving faster than analysts can keep up with, and even the most reliable NFL insiders are scrambling to verify what's real and what's smoke. Every major sports network is talking about it. ESPN, FS1, NFL Network, all throwing out the same question. Is Shedeur Sanders about to flip the AFC North upside down? To make things even crazier, league players themselves are dropping cryptic tweets that have fans losing their minds. Posts like "big move coming" or "new chapter loading" are popping up from verified accounts across the NFL. Everyone knows who they're talking about, but nobody dares to say his name. The silence is just making it louder. Right now, Shedeur Sanders is the man in the eye of the storm. If this trade goes through, it wouldn't just be shocking, it'd be historic. This could go down as one of the most stunning quarterback transfers in modern NFL history. For the Bengals, it represents a fresh start, a chance to secure long-term stability and protect their future in case Burrow's injuries persist. But for the Browns, it could be absolute catastrophe. Another star gone, another rebuild looming, another reminder that Cleveland just can't seem to hold on to greatness. The entire league is locked in, waiting for that one announcement that could change everything overnight. The tension in Cleveland is unbearable. You can feel the anxiety pulsing through the organization. Players are whispering, executives are restless, and the locker room feels like it's seconds away from exploding. According to new insider reports, the Browns' front office is in panic mode, scrambling to plan how they'll manage the fallout if Shedeur leaves. They know it's not just about replacing a quarterback, it's about the public humiliation that comes with losing another star player to a division rival. Right now, every second of silence feels like a countdown. The Browns are holding their breath, the Bengals are loading the confetti, and the rest of the league is just waiting for the bombshell that could reshape the entire AFC North forever. Inside the Browns' locker room, the tension is suffocating. Players can feel the weight of uncertainty hanging in the air, and reporters are swarming like sharks circling blood in the water. According to multiple sources, some players are furious at how the front office has handled the situation, saying leadership isn't being transparent about what's really going on with Shedeur Sanders. Others, quietly and painfully, are already preparing themselves for life without him. That kind of energy is toxic. It drains a team from the inside out. Every press conference feels tense, every practice feels off, and every meeting is filled with whispers and side glances. You can feel the unease bleeding through the walls of the facility. Meanwhile, across the AFC North, teams like Kansas City and Baltimore are just watching, waiting, curious but detached. But over in Cincinnati, the atmosphere is completely different. There's buzz, there's energy, and there's real hope that something massive is about to go down. According to multiple insiders close to the Bengals, the organization has started clearing cap space and adjusting contracts, moves that just happen to align perfectly with what you'd expect before a blockbuster signing. Every little action feels intentional, and fans are connecting the dots fast. Now, the theory spreading across social media is that the deal might already be unofficially done. The timing, the silence, the money moves, it all fits too perfectly. And then came the biggest twist yet. Word leaking that some Bengals players have already reached out to Shedeur Sanders privately, personally telling him how much they want him to join the squad. That's not just gossip, that's momentum. When players start recruiting like that, it's a signal that something real is happening behind the scenes. This isn't about speculation anymore, it's about preparation. The pieces are falling into place and the league can feel it. If Shedeur Sanders makes this move to Cincinnati, it's going to be way more than just a trade. It's going to be a power statement. A young quarterback taking control of his own destiny, refusing to drown in dysfunction, and choosing greatness over chaos. It's a bold message to the entire NFL. Talent won't wait around to be wasted. Now all eyes are on Cleveland. Fans, insiders, reporters, everyone waiting for one sign of acknowledgement. Will the Browns finally admit they've lost him before the rest of the world finds out? Or will they keep pretending there's still a chance to fix what's already broken? The storm is reaching its breaking point. Every social media account, every sports insider, and every major news outlet is locked onto one question. Is Shedeur Sanders officially leaving Cleveland for good? Because once that answer drops, the entire NFL landscape might never look the same again. The tension right now is off the charts. According to multiple league sources, the Cincinnati Bengals have officially submitted their final offer, and it's a monster. The deal reportedly surpasses $30 million once you include bonuses and guaranteed money stacked on top. This isn't just a pitch, it's a statement. It screams commitment, not curiosity. The Bengals aren't just interested, they're ready to build their future around Shedeur Sanders. And back in Cleveland, pure panic. The Browns front office is in meltdown mode, scrambling to figure out how to respond before it's too late. Emergency meetings have been going non-stop, with execs desperately trying to find a way to match or somehow counter the Bengals' massive offer. Everyone inside that building knows what's at stake. Losing another star could set this franchise back years. But there's a catch. Even if Cleveland matches the money, they can't match the freedom Shedeur's been asking for. He's been pleading for trust, autonomy, and the chance to lead the offense his way, but the Browns system has kept him on a leash. That's what's fueling this emotional tug of war. Opportunity versus frustration, money versus loyalty. And as it stands, opportunity is winning. Outside team facilities, the scene looks like a circus. Reporters camping out with cameras rolling. Fans glued to their phones hitting refresh every few seconds, waiting for any hint of what Shedeur will do next. Everyone wants answers, but Shedeur, still completely silent. No interviews, no social media posts, no leaks. Just quiet calculation while the entire football world spins around him. In Cincinnati, though, the energy couldn't be more different. It's electric. The city feels alive. Bars packed, fans chanting, sports talk shows running non-stop coverage like it's draft night. They're already calling this the start of a new dynasty. The buzz has spread so far that even some of Joe Burrow's teammates are dropping sneaky hints about exciting news that's coming soon. You can feel the city holding its breath, waiting for confirmation that their dream signing is about to become real. What's unfolding right now is more than just a transfer. It's a full-blown power shift that could shake the entire NFL. If this deal becomes official, it won't just change the AFC North. It'll send shockwaves across the league. Cleveland, once again, will be left explaining how they let another franchise player slip away, while Cincinnati celebrates the birth of a new era. Shedeur Sanders could become the face of a new Bengals dynasty. His decision will define careers, reshape teams, and rewrite rivalries. The countdown has already begun, and when that clock hits zero, the NFL might never look the same again. One thing is undeniable. This isn't just a contract battle anymore. This is war. The Browns are fighting to save their future. The Bengals are fighting to secure theirs, and one young superstar holds the power to decide both. The entire football world is watching and waiting for the moment that changes everything. Shedeur Sanders now stands at the center of one of the most intense quarterback standoffs the NFL has seen in years, and the whole league's holding its breath. The Bengals are pushing hard, trying to snatch him away from Cleveland, and the tension has never been higher. So here's the million-dollar question. Should Shedeur stay loyal to a Browns franchise that's been drowning in dysfunction and missed opportunities? Should he keep trying to grow inside a system that's done more to stall him than support him? Or should he take that massive Bengals offer, step into the spotlight, and finally show the world what he's truly capable of? Because let's be real, this man's got it all. The arm strength, the football IQ, the poise under pressure, everything you want in a franchise quarterback. But the real issue is where he'll be allowed to unleash it. Will Cleveland ever give him the keys to the offense, or is it time to walk away from the chaos and write his own story somewhere that actually believes in him? And what happens if the Browns lose him? Can they stay competitive, or will this be the final collapse for a franchise that's already hanging by a thread? This could be the breaking point. The moment Cleveland's entire rebuild plan falls apart. On the flip side, if Shedeur goes to Cincinnati, the expectations will be enormous. Taking over for Joe Burrow, one of the most beloved figures in that city, comes with unbelievable pressure. The question is, can Shedeur handle the weight of carrying an entire fan base that's starving for redemption and ready to crown him as the next big thing? These are the decisions that shape legacies. One action, one choice, one signature. That's all it takes to flip the power balance of the entire AFC North. The fans are split, the analysts are arguing, and social media is on fire trying to predict what happens next. So, what do you think? Should Shedeur Sanders stay in Cleveland and keep fighting against the odds, or make the leap, take that contract, and claim his throne in Cincinnati? Because whichever move he makes won't just decide his future, it'll decide the fate of two franchises, and maybe even the next era of NFL football. No matter which side you're on, one thing's clear. This entire saga has pushed the NFL into uncharted territory. The Shedeur Sanders sweepstakes has gone beyond football. It's turned into a full-blown power struggle between loyalty and legacy, pressure and purpose, control and freedom. Every insider, every player, every fan is watching, waiting, and guessing when the truth will finally break loose. In Cleveland, hope is fading fast. The Browns are hanging on to Shedeur like their entire identity depends on it, and maybe it does. But deep down, everyone knows this franchise is running out of chances. They've watched stars walk before. They've rebuilt too many times to count, and this one might just be the blow they can't recover from. Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, the mood couldn't be more different. It's excitement, confidence, and chaos all at once, like the calm before a thunderstorm that's about to shake the AFC North. The Bengals' $30 million deal is sitting there like a loaded weapon, and the moment Shedeur signs, everything changes. The league's balance of power could flip overnight, and a new chapter of NFL history begins. This isn't just about a quarterback anymore. It's about control of the narrative. It's about a young man deciding he won't be a pawn in someone else's playbook. He's not waiting to be developed anymore. He's ready to lead, to win, and to redefine what the next generation of quarterbacks looks like. And the silence. That silence from Shedeur Sanders, it's the loudest message of all. No drama, no leaks, just focus. Because sometimes, when the entire world is yelling, the quiet one is the one about to make the biggest move of them all. So now the question isn't if the league will change, it's when. Will Cleveland pull off a miracle and keep him, or will Cincinnati complete the biggest quarterback heist in years? One signature. That's all it takes for the entire AFC North to erupt. Because when Shedeur Sanders makes his decision, it won't just shake one team, it'll shake the NFL to its core. And you already know, the second it happens, we'll be right here breaking it all down for you. Play by play, inside scoop by inside scoop. This is bigger than football. This is history in real time. Stay locked in, because this story is far from over, and the next chapter might drop at any second. This is Huddle Files, where the whispers turn into headlines, and the headlines turn into history. If this saga had you shook, wait until you see what's next. You already know what it is. Huddle Files got the real, raw, and unfiltered breakdowns. So don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this with someone who needs to catch up.